Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our first place match of Clash of the Classes 5 Alpha Test. Whoever wins this comes home with $80. Whoever loses this comes up with, well, less than $80, but they still win some monies. So that's exciting. I'm Lord Zeth. I hope you're having a good evening, daytime, whenever I choose to release this video, and wherever in the world you are when I do that. Now, this is Clash of the Classes Season 5. Clash of the Classes, well known for setting themselves up as a tournament that is based only on one specific class. And as you can tell by the screen, this is all about battleships. There's a point value to go along with each battleship. Tier 9s cost 12, Tier 10s cost 10, Tier 7s cost 9, Tier 6s cost 8, and Tier 5 and below cost 7 points each. You have a maximum of 45 points available. So as you can see, 2 Tier 8s brings us to 20 points. A Sin Up brings us to 29. A Nelson brings us to 37. And then Rio brings us to 45. And that's what the BADMIRALS are choosing to play with. Cotton, of course, is choosing something different. They're bringing a Tier 9 at 12, plus a Tier 8, that's 22, plus a Sin Up, that's going to be 31, plus Julio Cesare, that's 38, plus 5 for Rio de Janeiro. That takes us to 45. So here we go. Both teams are properly spec'd, and we're going to have to see what the teams choose to bring to this battle, as both sides are getting prepped and ready to go. I have a strong feeling we're going to see both teams taking a long time. We saw that in the last game, too. They're going to take their time and try to really plan out how they're going to initiate combat. Keep in mind, dollars are available here. So this is not something that you're going to want to take your time or just rush in, I should say, and get yourself wrecked. This is Haven? No, this is Ring. So, both teams choosing to play very cautiously here. Now, remember, it's an only 10-minute battle. There's 8 minutes remaining in this battle, and that's it. So I want to highlight a couple of things right off the bat. Burbits is Nelson, going into a very strong kiting away position, way off on the flanks here. He's got a super heal, but against the Georgia, ouch. Against a Sin Up, ouch. Turpitz and a Julio Cesare, and to a certain extent, maybe the Rio, but not at this range, can easily cause damage to this Nelson. So he's doing a nice job of going way out on the flanks there and holding that area down. Probably going to see him fire shortly. There it is. HE shells. Now, these are 16-inch HE shells. They're going to probably start at least one fire should they connect. Let's take a look. Hey, look at that. One fire on the stern of the Turpitz. So he is burning nicely. And that's what a lot of, I think, this early battle is going to be. It's going to be just trying to get chip damage in. No team wants to go and get their battleship wrecked right off the bat. That being said, Awesome in the Georgia is kind of in a precarious position. Because on one side, he's got the Sin Up. Of course, he's pretty well angled. On the other side, there's the Turpitz and the Massachusetts. So he's got to be very careful how he angles here. BADMIRAL Ballsy now shooting somebody else with the Sin Up. Julio Cesare. Decent hit there. Yep. So that allows Awesome to get in a position there as the Turpitz for Cotton was about to cap the decap, but BADMIRAL Burbits' Nelson got the decaps there. So unfortunately, the Turpitz, he's going to get out of the cap. He should probably stay in the cap to try to get the points. He doesn't do it. He leaves it. I think he actually had a pretty good opportunity to back into the island there, but he's choosing to move forward instead. Burbits actually coming away with a couple nice hits there. It looked like he's blind firing. I don't think the Turpitz was detected. Very interesting. BADMIRALS, I gotta say, looking like they're in a slightly stronger position on the map overall, but it's still really anybody's game. The Georgia is the lowest health ship for Team Cotton, but keep in mind, he does have a heal, and he's using it right now. The thing about this heal is it comes back really quickly, so it's pretty difficult to kill a Georgia. But if you're going to sit broadside to an enemy Tirpitz, or sorry, enemy Synop, well, you know, that might chunk you pretty quickly. As we can see here, Medico's Tirpitz is getting a position here. He's going to go hard at the Synop, his ballsy Synop. Here we go. What's going to happen here? We got a heads-up play. And Medico is going to see broadside about. Look at that hit there. At least 2 Citadels, I got to say, guys. Now, he's turning south. Interesting decision, because turning south means he shows a broadside to Burbitz's Nelson, but he doesn't show a broadside to Rio de Janeiro up here, who's shooting HE. And there goes the torpedoes. Medico's Tirpitz. Team Cotton coming up with first blood. Nice kill there. The question is, can Medico's Tirpitz come away from this engagement alive? Will he survive this engagement? Stay tuned. Takes a decent chunk there from Burbitz's Nelson, who changed, by the way, to AP. I haven't had a chance to look at and show you guys the different captain builds, so let's take a look at that. Secondary Tirpitz, what do you know? Surprise. Actually, I'm really surprised to see the Rio de Janeiro is a very low point captain. Interesting. There's the Tirpitz there. Looks secondary Massachusetts. For secondary Massachusetts, he's pretty far away from the battlefield. Very interesting. Rio de Janeiro, not secondary, is interesting as well. But, yeah, there you go. There's your captain builds. Let's drop that. Ow! Go away. Go away. All right. Numbnuts and the Tirpitz Black coming under fire now. If he goes down, it's going to be really difficult for the BADMIRALS to recover in this battle, if you ask me. There he goes. Well, Burbitz's does take out the Tirpitz. Burbitz's takes out the Tirpitz. So there's that. He's going to solo cap the Delta Cap, which is nice. But the big thing is, I feel like this Georgia needs to go. You got 2 battleships against 4. So Georgia needs to go. The Nelson shoots in from the broadside, getting some hits, not too much damage. There's a hit there, starts a fire, DCP active, heal active. And you can see there it is, the power of the Georgia, really difficult to take out. Nice hit there. Still not enough. Nelson trying desperately to shoot in from the side there. You got a hit. And that'll do it. Okay. That very well might be the key to this battle, as it's still 3-on-2. Now, Agriva Marcus's Massachusetts does have pretty decent heal. It's got secondaries and all that. We saw he's a secondary spec captain. He's currently bouncing off the border. And that makes it generally harder for enemy ships to aim. But it looks like Cotton is just too well prepared for this. They're getting hits regardless. And I think he's going to go down here. I think he's going to go down. Nelson, having captured the Delta Cap, is moving on to the Bravo Cap. 1 minute to go. There's the kill there. So Cotton has a 100-point lead over the BADMIRALS. Now, that being said, the BADMIRALS are trying desperately to get into decap. That will slow down the point game, but because of these 10-minute battles, unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be enough. And I think we are going to see a victory by Team Cotton. Not sure if there's a way for the BADMIRALS to get back into this game. Certainly, the Synop isn't gonna give it up. So that's the Rio de Janeiro and Gila Cesare. I feel like sending the Nelson to cap these points was a bad decision. But here comes the Nelson shots on the Sinop, who's broadside. Let's see what happens here. Solid hit. Very solid hit. Unfortunately, it's just simply not going to be enough. And with 5 seconds to go, we are going to end the battle here. I don't have a death pick, but I can take a shot here at the end here to showcase the Nelson, because why not? And that's going to do it. It's going to go to Team Cotton. Congratulations, Team Cotton. They won first place, my understanding at least, in Clash of the Classes Season 5 Alpha Test. That means they win $80. Fantastic. Nice pocket change there. Get some yummy food or something out of that. If you see this and you think it's pretty fun, by all means, check it out. It's called Clash of the Classes Season 5. They're going to be putting together their season pretty soon. If I don't have information in the description for how to join, send me a message or a comment. We'll get that information to you. It's a lot of fun. Be sure to check it out. Thanks for watching. This is Lord's Ass saying see you later. And make sure you watch my live streams, because I will be streaming the actual tournament when it does happen. All right, take care, guys. Bye-bye.